Welcome back, everyone, to the Castro Valley News live show. My name is Roberto. This is the live show that we do every Tuesday night from 7 to 8. Sometimes we do it to 8:30. We start off every show with something we call the roll call. We've got some folks in early. Good evening, Dennis. Dennis is in the house, as is Kathy. John is in the house. Good evening, John. Hope you and your family are doing well. And let's see, Dennis just sent 400 stars. This is Dennis's 78th week sending stars. Thank you, Dennis. Good evening, Tiffany. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Ross is in the house. Ross just sent 50 stars. Thank you, Ross. We got Ross at 42 weeks. Thank you so much, Ross. Maggie is with us. Good evening, Maggie. Glad you can join us. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday evening. We have summer is upon us, is it not? Tiffany just sent 200 stars. Thank you, Tiffany. This is Tiffany's 79th week. So I need to let you guys know, Dennis is the king of stars, 78 weeks. Tiffany is the queen of stars, 79 weeks. Thank you, guys. Kathy just sent in 50 stars. We have Kathy at 62 weeks. Thank you, Kathy. Good evening, Jean. Welcome to the show. Glad you can join us. Missed you guys on the 4th of July, which was last Tuesday. Do we want to talk about the 4th of July? Or should probably wait a couple minutes before we get some more folks in on the show before we start talking about the 4th of July, because I would like to talk about the 4th of July a little bit here. In particular, the fireworks. So I'm certain, and that's two ums, by the way. I'm certain that the large amount of fireworks is probably something that a lot of people would like to talk about. There you go. John's in the house. John says it was crazy. Absolutely. If you're just joining us, my name is Roberto. My name is Robert. Sorry, Mom. I love you. My name is Robert, and this is the Castro Valley News live show. My name is Robert, and we do this live show every Tuesday night from 7 to sometimes 8:30. But tonight we're going to be doing the show to 8 because I don't have a guest tonight. So thank you for your patience. Ross is tagging Dawn. Maggie is tagging Kathy. John says this year in regards to fireworks was worse than last year. I think that is definitely something that Mom has said. And speaking of Mom is in the house. Mom says, hello, Castro Valley News. Today is Tuesday, July 11th, 2023. Buy an ad. Hey, Mom, I love you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. John, Mom agrees with you. In her area, the fireworks were much worse this year. In my area, near Three Cross Church, I guess you could say it was worse, but not. And I know that doesn't make any sense, and I apologize for that. We did have a fire near here on the 5th that was caused by fireworks. Paulette is in the house. Paulette, thank you for the 100 stars. Welcome to the show. This is Paulette's 42nd week sending stars as well. Paulette, there you go. Nothing but noise over here on Foothill. Paulette, you're just in time. We're going to talk about the 4th of July and all the fireworks that happens. So I think in totality, the fireworks here were not as bad as last year. But I think situationally, they were much worse because we had a really big fire near Three Cross Church, near one of the houses up on the hill there, that was caused by fireworks. There was also another fire that was caused by fireworks, another vegetation fire near Lake Chabot. I should correct myself. Both of these fires were suspected to have been caused by fireworks. With that said, Michael B. is in the house. Good evening, Michael B. Thank you for joining us. Glad you're back with us. Michael B., we're talking about the 4th of July and all the fireworks that happened here in Castro Valley. And I bring this up because, and I'm going to give you a visual aid right here, right now. I posted a photo of these earlier in the week. I have a handful. I don't know if you can see these, but these are all, oops, I just dropped one. These are all I keep dropping them. These are all remains from mortars that fell in our parking lot here. And let me give you a better perspective of these. These things that they were burning when they hit the ground. And fortunately, they hit blacktop here in our parking lot. But as you can see from this one right here, there is no suspense. There's no question that when these things hit the ground, hit dry vegetation, the possibility to spark a fire is real. And these are just the ones that I kind of peeked around and found. There's a lot of these circular ones that are just burnt. This one is not burnt, and I have a couple other here. I have a couple other here in my hand that were burnt. So, with that said, Maggie, thank you for the 500 stars. Maggie, you are awesome. I appreciate your continued support and incredible positivity. Maggie, you are awesome. You know that already. This is Maggie's. Oh, where I have Maggie? Maggie's 31st week sending stars. Thank you so much, Maggie. So getting back to the topic at hand, and I know there's a ton of people who absolutely love the 4th of July. I'm not sure if everyone is completely familiar with what the 4th of July is. It's Independence Day. It's when we declared our independence from the British, the English. Let me give you this visual one more time. And I realize there is a lot of people who are truly celebrating patriotism and love of country. I love the USA just as much as the next guy. And I think there's better ways that people can celebrate this other than putting other people's safety at risk and other people's property at risk. And I'm gonna dwell on this again. Let me show you just two of these together. These are huge. And somebody referred to these as mortars. I don't know what they came from. I would not be able to speculate what the actual size of them were before they exploded. But we had two fires here in Castro Valley, vegetation fires directly around the, good evening, Micaiah, welcome to the show. Micaiah, we're talking about the 4th of July and all the fireworks here. Micaiah, if you missed this, these are some of the leftover fallout from mortars here in our parking lot near Three Cross Church. We're a couple blocks away from Three Cross Church. We're right over the hill from where that gigantic, it wasn't gigantic, it was a significant vegetation fire near Three Cross Church. That was on the 5th. And I just want to make a comment that I understand there's a lot of people who love the 4th of July, love to celebrate, have a cookout. That's all wonderful, but when these gigantic explosions are going off in our neighborhoods, and I realize fully that me saying this or anybody else saying this is probably going to do absolutely bupkis when it comes to changing anyone's mind for their celebration. I realize that, but I just want to have a moment here during the show where we can talk about this and discuss the fireworks and the fires that started because of the fireworks. The 4th of July, during the first year after the pandemic, and I think that was last year, was so loud. It was more loud than any other 4th of July I've ever heard. And I know it's kind of subjective to neighborhoods whether it was louder or less loud this year, but I think it's kind of become a who can be louder than the other person competition, which is fine if that's what it's going to be, but it shouldn't be under the guise of Independence Day or the 4th of July. Maggie, thank you so much. I was getting controversial there, and Maggie says, "What about our pets?" Absolutely. The pets, that is valid. Pets run off. Pets get lost. Pets are traumatized and frightened by all these loud explosions. Michael B says, uh, uh, "Were the fires that are around the state in California?" Okay, yeah. Be aware of the fires around the state of California. That's Michael B. Thank you, Michael B. Yeah, it can be an extremely unpopular perspective that all of the extremely loud explosions are not necessary because there's a lot of people who enjoy that. You know, I grew up in, oh gosh, when I was a kid, fireworks were legal in Alameda County. And I remember going to my grandmother's house in the driveway with my uncle. And we had a bucket of water, everything was safe. I do understand why they're not legal in Alameda County because they can be extremely dangerous. And there were a lot of people who said that it being illegal in Alameda County does absolutely no good because people go to other areas and get the fireworks and bring them here and do them, and it's obvious that professional level pyrotechnics are available to normal people wherever they want to find them. Jan just makes a very sobering comment there that she had to meditate her dog, which I think that might be medicate. There's also something called a thunder jacket. I think that's what it's called that you can put on your dogs that supposedly helps them be more at ease with all of the loud noises. I discussed this with you guys numerous times before. I actually told you guys in shows leading up to the 4th of July. When I had Hank, what I would do is I would just put a John Wick DVD on rather loud, and I would sit here with Hank on the couch and do my best to comfort him because my pit bull, and I know there's probably a lot of perceptions that people have about pit bulls. My pit bull was the sweetest dog in the world. He was frightened if you if you opened a bag of chips, noises. He was very sensitive to sounds. So Jan, I feel for you having to medicate your dog. I'm hearing from Maggie that Jalissa is with us. Good evening, Jalissa. So everyone, can we please welcome Jalissa to the group? Welcome to the show, Julissa, or Julissa. Glad you can join us. Julissa or Julissa, if you have an opinion about fireworks and the loud noises that we were hearing, please go ahead and post up a comment. John, Tiffany says hello to Julissa, as does Kathy. Let's see, John says, just in the Bay Area, we had 50 fires. Yeah. Alameda County Fire were busy as heck on the 4th of July and the day after and the day before because fireworks were being lit off excessively, even in the week before the 4th of July. Eileen is with us. Good evening, Eileen. Eileen says, I live near deer and other animals. It's so sad they had nowhere to go. Exactly. Paulette and Michael B are saying hello to Jalissa. Good evening, Jalissa. We're glad that you can join us tonight. Eileen, we were kind of talking about, as you noted, we were kind of talking about fireworks and their effect on the community here in Castro Valley. I encourage anyone listening or watching, if you have an opinion or a comment about the fireworks on the 4th of July, please post them up. I would love to hear your opinion, your perspective. With that said, Micaiah, appreciate your support. She just sent 200 stars. Thank you, Micaiah. This is Micaiah's, where do I have 32 weeks. Thank you, Micaiah. And if you don't know, Micaiah owns Restore and Rework on San Carlos Avenue. Wonderful shop, wonderful owner, one-of-a-kind items. If you're looking to get your furniture upcycled, made to look new and different, Micaiah is so talented and so just a wonderful person to deal with. Thank you for your support, Micaiah, your continued support. Katie as well. Good evening, Katie. Katie sent 50 stars. Glad you can join us. And I need to mention also, Katie is and was very instrumental in a lot of our fire coverage because Katie has a wonderful perspective, and Katie sent a lot of photos and a lot of information with those two fires around the 4th of July. So, Katie, thank you so much. Also, in addition to the stars, thank you so much for your eyewitness support in giving me a lot of FYIs and information in regards to the two fires. Um, Bob is in the house. Bob, thank you for joining us. Bob just sent 50 stars. Thank you, sir. Bob's got some grandpa duties tonight, so he may not spend the entire show with us. But Bob, thank you for the 50 stars. This is Bob's 45th week sending stars. Bob says, in all, Castro Valley fireworks are legal fireworks. That said, the hundreds of people who gather on the hills above Seven Hills, the amount of pyrotechnics by so many people, it's kind of a lost cause. Also, kudos to Alameda County Fire for their prompt response. Eileen, thank you for the 200 stars. See, I knew we would have a robust conversation about fireworks because I know it touched a lot of our lives in many different ways during the 4th of July holiday. Eileen, thank you for the 200 stars again. This is Eileen's 77th week sending stars. Yes, Katie does have a bit of insight when it comes to the fires. Also, you have a wonderful, an interesting perspective because you have a elevated view of Castro Valley, which I appreciate. And also, I will not name this individual, but during the fire in my neighborhood by Three Cross Church, this person put their drone up in the air and was trying to get footage, I assume for news. Not a good idea. I do not encourage that. Even if you're trying to get footage for the news, don't put your drone up in the air to get pictures. There may be helicopters or there might be actual first responders in the air trying to do their job. John says someone lit a M80 off in the canal behind his house off of Norbridge. I believe it. Michael B's got big news for the Christmas Village this year. Please, Michael B, let us know as soon as we get closer to Christmas. Katie says drones. No, not a good idea. This was a younger individual, I assume, trying to get good footage of the fire for whatever purpose. I know people, and I know it's an interesting thing that that sparks the interest of people, and they want to see a better perspective of the fire and maybe sell it to the news. Not a good idea. I believe if you do not have, I don't know all the ins and outs when it comes to drones, but I believe you need to have a permit or a flight ticket or clearance to do that. And if you're just going to put your drone up in the air, it's over a fire. It's not a good idea. You could potentially put our first responders' safety at risk on the ground. So please, when there's a fire, keep your drone in the garage or the closet. It's not a good idea. So again, I just wanted to bring this up because I know it's something that is probably on a lot of our minds, and a lot of people have been talking about it. But again, here's just a couple of the burned up mortar remains recovered from our parking lot here. We're near Foothill. We're literally a stone's throw away from the fire that happened on the 5th at Three Cross Church. What is the solution to this? I'm not really sure. I know the sheriffs were out patrolling. There were sheriffs in my neighborhood that actually spoke to someone in one of the avenues here and let them know because they were lighting off a whole lot. These were probably from my neighbor. And if they're watching, I didn't call the cops on you because I'm sure that the sheriffs and the fire department had their hands full with other calls. But that is the situation here with the 4th of July. Do I have a solution for it? No. I have a suggestion for people who are setting them off. Be courteous to your neighbors. People have pets, and these loud explosions can be horribly traumatizing and very disruptive to a lot of people's pets. There's a lot of pets that run off and get lost during the 4th of July because they hear these sounds and they run away. In addition to that, I want to mention also for people who have PTSD, for folks who have been in the armed services or former law enforcement who are sensitive to these sounds, who have been traumatized because of explosions or war or what have you, you can surmise what I'm trying to get to. Uh, those are more people to be mindful of, that these explosions can potentially affect them in an adverse way. So I'm just saying the golden rule is a good rule, and that is treat others the way you would like to be treated. And unfortunately, we kind of don't live in that world, but hopefully, maybe someday we will. Anyways, I am not going to harp on the firework situation anymore, unless there's somebody else who wants to post up a comment. Bob says it's a lost cause, some kind of legality, setting of a safe zone somewhere that people can enjoy them. That's a very good suggestion. I'm not sure if a safe zone is going to be appealing to people. The same reason, kind of thought in regards to sideshows. If there's a safe zone for a sideshow, I'm not sure if folks doing that activity are going to want to be in a safe zone. People are going to want to be in front of their house doing their thing. But Bob, that's a wonderful suggestion. It is, I only see this situation escalating every year, and thankfully we are not in a drought situation that we have been for so many years. So things are not as dry, which is may not even be an accurate statement, because if you look at the hills down by the Dublin Grade, it is dry up there. So dry vegetation is dry vegetation, and these things come down on dry vegetation and are going to start a fire. That's all I'm saying, is just bear that in mind. If you're going to throw these things in the air, if you're going to launch them, whatever you're going to do, they're going to fall somewhere and something's going to happen. Misty, welcome to the show. Thank you for the 2,500 stars. Misty, you are awesome. Appreciate your support. That is a lot of stars, and I appreciate your support. This is Misty's, I know I have Misty on the list here. Misty's 28th week. Thank you, Misty. Misty is a wonderful owner of Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps on Castro Valley Boulevard. If you have a dog that you need groomed made to look wonderful and pretty, go see Misty and her staff at Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps. They're on Castro Valley Boulevard, right across the street from Pete's Ace Hardware. You can't miss them. Misty is an awesome person, and her staff are so talented. All you have to do is just go to their Facebook page and see all the wonderful things that they have done to other people's four-legged friends. And Misty, you just missed our conversation, or maybe you were listening, our conversation about fireworks and the horrible effects that they have on pets. And with that said, yes, Ross says, Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps is next door to One Bad Apple Records, and I'm not sure if Dawn is listening, but Dawn at One Bad Apple Records has a milestone today. This is Dawn's 9-year anniversary at One Bad Apple Records. You're welcome, Misty. I appreciate you very much, especially your community support, all the stuff that you do in the community for the Rotary Club and the Chamber of Commerce here in Castro Valley and San Leandro and Hayward. Misty just does stuff everywhere. She just sprinkles her glitter and her goodwill everywhere. So Misty, I appreciate you so much. But next door to Misty at Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps is One Bad Apple Records, owned by Handsome Dawn. And today is One Bad Apple Records 9-year. Dawn, perfect. Dawn, happy anniversary. Handsome Dawn in the house. Handsome Dawn owns One Bad Apple Records on Castro Valley Boulevard, directly next door to Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps. And today is One Bad Apple Records 9-year anniversary. Congratulations, Dawn. You are killing it, and I appreciate you and your friendship. And holy smokes, I remember when you opened. Has it been 9 years? That's amazing. Congratulations, Handsome Don, on 9 years of awesomeness. And also, I got to mention, if you're looking for records, DVDs, 45s, VHS tapes, 8 tracks, reel to reel, wonderful gift items, and a handsome owner, go see Handsome Don at One Bad Apple Records. Congratulations, Don. That's awesome. That's amazing. I can't believe it's been 9 years, but it has. A couple other calendar things that I wanted to mention. I'm going to mention this every episode until this happens, and it's right around the corner. Holy smokes. Cruise Night's coming up August 26th from 6 to 10 p.m. What is Cruise Night? Cruise Night is a night when you see over 1,000 classic cars cruising up and down Castro Valley Boulevard. A lot of these cars are parked, but there are a lot of them driving up and down Castro Valley Boulevard. Last year's event was incredible. And again, August 26th, it is also the same weekend as the Good Guys finals in Pleasanton. So if you have ever seen some of the wonderful, remarkable, amazing classic cars, race cars, vintage cars at the Good Guys in Pleasanton, those cars come to Cruise Night, and you get to see and hear those cars. You get to hear them driving, you get to see them driving. I own a classic, and classic cars are meant to be driven. That's what they are for. There's a lot of cars that are trailer queens, and that's what they're called. A lot of these cars are just, they just sit on the trailer once a year, twice a year. They come off the trailer, they go to the show, they park at the show. This is when you get to see them driving and hear them driving. Let me just give you a couple of highlights last year. And just about every year, we have amazing Mustang clubs. We have Ford truck clubs, Chevrolet truck clubs. There's, did I mention Mustang clubs? Mustang clubs. Oldsmobile clubs. We had Lamborghinis and Ferraris and a McLaren driving on the boulevard last year. It was pretty amazing. There were bicycle clubs, lowriders. I love all the lowriders. Thank you, Chris. Chris says Cruise Night is the best show on earth. That's really not a show. It's kind of a show, but it's a show of cars, classic cars driving, which I love. I absolutely love cars. Don just sent 20 stars. Don, handsome Don. Thank you, sir. And happy 9th anniversary to you, handsome Don. This is Don's. We're gonna have Don on the list here. Dang it, he's 71 weeks. Thank you, handsome Don. Cruise Night, don't miss it. This is free. Also, this is super important. What I think makes our event unique is there's no road closures for Cruise Night. I know that might frustrate some people, but I think the road closures frustrate people even more. John is asking no t-shirts this year. John, we will have t-shirts, and I've just seen the new design that we have. You're going to be impressed. We're going to have 2 different designs of t-shirts. We're also going to have baseball caps, and we'll have some other surprises. Come down to the parking lot of Tire Choice next to Safeway. We will have shirts for sale and all other sorts of goodies. But again, mark your calendar. August 26th for Cruise Night. That's enough of that. The next thing that I want to mention, and I'm late for the midway, that's okay. Yes, John gave away t-shirts last year. Again, please mark your calendars for the big summer book sale, Friends of the Castro Valley Library, August 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2023. If you like books, this event is for you. But what I need to do is I need to get to the midway. Bob says the lowriders are the most fun. I agree. The lowriders are so much fun. And And I know the midway's late, and I apologize for this, but I want to comment a little bit on something that Bob just said, which is what makes cruise nights so unique. You can go to a car show and you can see all these lowriders parked. That's great. The cars are freaking beautiful. They might use the hydraulics and go up on three wheels, but what our event does is brings these cars to Castro Valley Boulevard, and you get to see them driving and shifting and going up and going down and going on three wheels and going on two wheels. It is so much fun. And yes, Ross, Catch the Real Estate Bug, the 69 Volkswagen Bug owned by Ross and Paulette, will be at Cruise Night, and it also will be at the Pride Festival this Saturday from 12 to 5 at Castro Valley High School. John says the lowrider trucks too. All the lowrider vehicles are just awesome. Love them. And here we go. Yeah, it's the Anytime giveaway. Thank you, Bob, for correcting me. Before we get to the Anytime, let me give you some insight on how this works. Every episode, there's a trivia question, and the correct person to provide the correct answer first. The person to provide the correct answer first, not the correct person. Anyways, I'm sorry. I got that sideways. Left ways. The first person to provide the correct answer wins a gift card to the business of their choice. And which businesses are up for grabs? I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you right now. We have $20 to Cafe 4, the wonderful coffee shop at Three Cross Church. We have $20 to Seven Hills Bakery. Shout out to Julian and his staff. Delicious stuff in the Castro Valley Marketplace. Hey, shout out to Vince at Valley Java. We've got $20 to Valley Java on Stanton. More coffee. You want more coffee? We got more coffee. And Mediterranean food, Cafe Rumi, corner of Center and Higher. Shout out to Sihalia and her wonderful staff. Also, I like to pause every time we talk about Cafe Rumi, because if you don't like fast food, if you're not digging the normal stuff, the normal food here in Castro Valley, please do yourself a favor and go try some of the Mediterranean food at Cafe Rumi. You'll be glad you did. Corner of Center and Higher. Maureen, welcome to the show. I think Maureen is new. I might be wrong, but Maureen, welcome to the show. We are glad you can join us. Maureen, you're just in time for the giveaway. Oh, holy moly. We've got wonderful deliciousness at the Castro Valley Natural Grocery in the CV Marketplace on Castro Valley Boulevard. Maureen, thank you for 100 stars. And I think this is Maureen's first week. Holy moly, Maureen, I appreciate your generosity. How cool is this when we get a new listener who sends stars? You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Katie says hello to Maureen. Nope, Maureen is not new, but she has been out for a minute and is back. Maureen, we're glad you can join us again. And thank you for the 100 stars. Also, hey, $20 to Micaiah's wonderful shop. That is Restore and Rework on San Carlos Avenue. Oh, you're going to like this one. $20 to Night Owl, also in the Castro Valley Marketplace. This card is good at Night Owl, Pizza the Bay, and Oculto. And if you haven't tried Pizza the Bay, you should do yourself a favor and try them. They are great. John has to go. John, we're glad you could join us for a short time, and hope you and your family stay safe and stay cool. It's going to get hot. Also, we've got $25 to Pete's Ace Hardware, located on Castro Valley Boulevard, one of Castro Valley's longest running businesses, 95 years old. Hey, $20 of delicious coffee at Pampas. They are now located on Redwood Road next to Trader Joe's. They also have delicious empanadas. Please try them. Do yourself a favor. And wonderful, delicious coffee. Hey, $20 to the Hallmark store in the Village Shopping Center. We have $20 to Lynette's wonderful shop, Elevate Home Decor on Stanton, directly next to Al's Market. Hey, we've got $20 to Jen's Cupcakes and Parties. Deliciousness abounds. Jen does a lot of her stuff online. She does not have a storefront, but you can find her wonderful creations at jenscupcakesandparties.com. Do yourself a favor and do that. Hey, happy 9th anniversary to Handsome Don at One Bad Apple Records. We have $20 to One Bad Apple Records on Castro Valley Boulevard. There's just a couple more, guys. I'm sorry. We have $20 of sweet deliciousness at Rudy's Donuts. Delicious, wonderful, great folks, sweethearts. We got $20 to the European Market and Catering on Redwood Road, one of Castro Valley's hidden gems. If you know where Liquor King is, pull in the parking lot there, and at the rear of that parking lot is the European Market. Check them out. Do yourself a favor. We've got a entire month of unlimited yoga at Castro Valley Yoga, which includes access to their weekly live stream classes, as well as their library of recorded classes. You can visit their website for the class schedule and more information. Castro Valley Yoga is located on Castro Valley Boulevard across from Luca Deli. Hey, how about $20 to Daily Dose? They are online only. They used to have a storefront in the Adobe Center. They have vegan treats. They have vegan supplements. They have CBD supplements. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you have anxiety, trouble sleeping, check out some of the CBD products at Daily Dose. Look at their website. Just Google Daily Dose. They deliver free to addresses in Castro Valley. You might be thinking, oh, does CBD get me high? No, it doesn't. But it can alleviate pain. It can also help you with sleep disorders and a number of other things. THC is the product that can potentially get you high. The CBD does not. Anyways, $20 to Crossroads Specialty Foods. Go see David at Crossroads. It's located at the corner of Castro Valley Boulevard and Center. New international market. He's got about 5,000 items from around the world. I would list all of the countries and regions and areas that he has foods from, but we would be here until the sunlight of tomorrow. Lots of stuff. Oh, sorry, there are a couple more here. $24 to Always Yours Bakery Cafe, located in the Castro Village Shopping Center. $20 to Wen's Cafe, located on Castro Valley Boulevard, next to the Castro Valley Marketplace. And last but not least, a gift certificate for a pet spa day to Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps, Misty's wonderful business located on Castro Valley Boulevard, directly next door to Handsome Don's shop, which is One Bad Apple Records, celebrating their 9th anniversary today. Congratulations again, Handsome Don. I got a question here that I think might stump you. I hope will stump our listeners and viewers here. Let me cue this up here. All right. So how this works is the first person to text the correct answer to the text line, which I just shared in the comments, 510-331-9112. That is the phone number you need to text your answers, your guesses to the trivia question. And the first person to guess correctly wins a gift certificate to the business of their choice from the aforementioned long list of wonderful businesses that we have on tap. And also, let me delay the midway again. I apologize a little bit more so that I can explain to you how all of these gift certificates and gift cards are acquired. There are maybe 2 or 3 of these that are donated, and I don't expect donations. I love spending money at local businesses. I love going into businesses, spending money, and visiting with our neighbors, our local business owners. With that said, holy moly, I missed David. David, welcome to the show. I'm sorry, David. But again, there's probably close to 15 of these gift cards and gift certificates. There are a few of them that are donated, but the majority of them I purchased myself, and I'm going to explain to you again why, and I'm repeating myself, and I apologize. But it brings me so much joy. I'm going to say it again. I love going into local businesses and giving fellow small business owners my money. Why? Because I'm a small business owner myself, and I love talking to folks in our business community. I love hearing what's going on with them. I love checking in with them. And above all, I love giving them my money. So without further ado, let me give you the phone number one more time. It is 510-331-9112. That is the giveaway text line. All right, friends, get ready to text your guesses to 510-331-9112. Please provide me the exact location where in Castro Valley is Dead Man's Court. 510-331-9112. I think someone's gonna get this one. But that's okay. I'm just hoping I can maybe stump you guys a couple times this year. I'll give you the question one more time. Where in Castro Valley is Dead Man's Court? Give me the exact location, and the gift card of your choice will be. Question one more time. Where in Castro Valley is Dead Man's Court? Please provide me the exact location of Dead Man's Court in Castro Valley. Maggie says she has no idea. Okay, I've stumped one person. Question one more time. And it's kind of a bummer because Kimberly's usually looking for the stump questions, these questions that will stump people. Give the question one more time. Where in Castro Valley is Dead Man's Court? And I hear a lot of people looking on Google. We have a technical winner. We have a winner that's very close. Oh, wow, cool. We have NL. Okay, technically we have a winner. And I'll give you the that's great. Someone is completely in the know with this one. Sorry, I love it. I love this. Let's see. Kathy, congratulations. Actually, it's. Oh no, Kathy, my bad. You're close. You're close, and I read that wrong. Sorry, Kathy. I apologize. Very close. Very close. And I apologize. I read her guess incorrect. I was just excited because I thought she got it right. But still, Kathy, congratulations. You were extremely close, but not accurate. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kathy. I got super excited and I thought you had it because I read it incorrectly. But Kathy, I appreciate your guess. David has a good guess. Crow Canyon Road next to Dead Man's Curve. Not correct, but a great guess. So again, give me the exact location of where Dead Man's Court is. Maggie is asking, what is OBA? That's One Bad Apple Records. A lot of guesses for Waters Court. That's not what I'm looking for. Not near Cull Canyon. Opposite area of Castro Valley. We have a guess for One Bad Apple Records. No, not correct. David is geographically close. David, you're warm, but not accurate. Another guess of Roberts Court, not correct. Not the location I'm looking for. This is actually kind of a, if you've never seen this, you probably won't know where it's at. Mike B is asking, is it San Leandro? No, it's here in Castro Valley. Bob is guessing Lake Chabot Dam, not correct. Roberts Court, not what I'm looking for. Thank you for the guess, Misty. Let me give you the question one more time. Where in Castro Valley can you find Dead Man's Court? I'll give you a hint. Ooh, shit. What is a good hint that won't exactly give it away? Here's a hint. It is within just a few blocks of the Redwood Road Safeway, but not immediately. Oh, I stumped you guys. That's awesome. Great guess, Paulette. Golfland, not what I'm looking for. John is still with us. Redwood Road, the last court before the golf course. Good guess, not correct. Not what I'm looking for. This location is in kind of the area of the Redwood Road Safeway. So again, give me the exact location of Dead Man's Court. 510-331-9112. John just got back. Glad you can join us again, John. Soshi, welcome to the show. South of 580. I honestly don't know which direction south would be. I'm sorry, Soshi. I can't help you with that question, but south. And you would need a compass to stand out where this location is. It is sort of in the general area of Redwood Road, the Safeway there. Let's see. Handsome Don has a guess. Castro Valley High School, not correct, but a great guess. I give you the question one more time. Give me the exact location of Dead Man's Court in Castro Valley. Kathy guessed Redwood Court. That's a good guess, but not correct. Close, pretty close. We have a couple people who are guessing Castro Valley High School. That's not it. Mike B is guessing by Proctor Elementary School. Not correct. Katie has a good guess. Jesse Spencer. That's a great guess, but not correct. Oh, Katie, you are clever. Katie is clever. Wow. I'll give you the question one more time, and possibly in the interest of getting on with the show, no pun intended, I can just give you the answer and we can carry all these gift cards to next episode. David's guessing Aspen Avenue, not correct. Maggie is stumped. David is guessing Juniper Street, not correct. John is guessing Baywood Court. Kenmore Court, not correct. Rican Court, not correct. Just checking to see if people are close. No, Rican Court is not close. Don says he is completely stumbled. David is guessing Catalina Court, not correct. So I can just give you guys the answer, and we can get on to some of the other things that we have for the episode. I'm just gonna pat myself on the back and say that I actually stumped you guys again, which is cool. And darn it, Kim is usually the person who says stump us, and I stumped you. You would not see this if you were kind of not looking for it, but this sign has been there for as long as I can remember. So if you are in the same shopping center type area where CHP is, and also Janela Anguiano's office is in there. This is one of the exits from the CHP office, and this sign can be seen from the back of the pizza place there, and where Lane Gym used to be. And right here, there's three signs, and they're kind of nailed to a tree, and at the top is Dead Man's Court. I think you can see that there. But again, if you are in the parking lot behind Round Table Pizza, thank you, John, and you turn around, at the very end of that parking lot is Dead Man's Court. It's a sign that says Dead Man's Court. I think there were some names of a couple of the other officers. I think Walter's Way was on one of the signs, and there was another one. But do a screen capture of this right here, and if you go behind Round Table and you go to near the parking lot behind CHP and those businesses there, you will find a sign for Dead Man's Court. I'm amazed that I stumped you guys on that, because you guys are super smart and you guys know this stuff, and I'm kind of surprised that I stumped you. Let's see. Sean, what's happening, brother? How you doing? Sean, we were talking about fireworks a minute ago, and these mortars came down in my parking lot, and boy, was it wild. We had a wild, wild 4th of July. Sean, I hope you stayed safe for the 4th of July and hope you had a good time. So let's get to the next thing that is on the list here. I have some Chamber of Commerce items that I wanted to mention to you guys. July 27th at 5:30 p.m. is going to be this month's Mixer, hosted by the Castro Valley Adult School and Career Education, located at 4430 Alma Avenue. This event is free for members, $10 for non-members. If you are not dialed into the events and things that the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce is doing, you should definitely do that. If you're a business owner and you are looking to network and meet other business owners and promote your business, you need to get dialed in with the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, Sean said Stanton, Anita, Wisteria, and Somerset were hot zones. You know, Sean, we were talking about fireworks earlier on during the show, and you know, 2 fires in Castro Valley and fires in other areas. It was, this year was wild, and I hope you guys stayed safe out there. But another reminder, don't miss out. July 27th, 5:30 p.m. is going to be the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce Mixer at the Castro Valley Adult and Career Center, 4430 Alma Avenue. Free for members of the Chamber of Commerce, $10 for non-members. So, also, I want to let you guys know the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce new members this month are JBA Marketing, Chavitas Tires and Wheels, Toyota Material Handling, Borja Plus LLC, EXP Realty of California, Jessica Manrique, US Bank, Aces Up Casino Parties, and T-Mobile. And again, there you go. Maggie, thank you for saying it, what I was trying to conjure in my mind. If you're a business owner, you need to be a member of the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. They have professionals that can help you network better with other business owners. They also have courses that can help you do social media marketing better, all sorts of things. The Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce are wonderful folks. They can help businesses of all sizes. Sean, you're just in time. Also, I have a couple scams here that I want to discuss, and these are from emails that I received, and probably I'll just go through one. This was a good one. And Sean, I hope you're still watching, because this one almost got me. I'm amazed. It was an email that I received from Best Buy, the Geek Squad. And I opened it. This was actually a PDF attachment that was attached in the email. So I clicked on it and I was able to look at it. And as soon as I got through some of the things that were in the scam, there were red flags that jumped right out at me. There were a couple of things that were misspelled, which are some of the main red flags when it comes to scams. Uh, right here at the bottom is the big "connect with us." So a lot of these scams are going to have things that are misspelled. Those immediately make them look unofficial and just jump out at you as red flags. So we've discussed a lot of these before. These things, they just try to get you to call, and they're really trying to get your personal information by calling. Some of the things that they do here are also always the scare tactics. It's letting this let me know to my email address, but it had a wrong name. So that could be a panic, and that, honestly, that's what got me, because there's a different name attached to my email address. It's a William something, which is not me, and that created some panic. And I thought, oh shoot, somebody got my information and bought something with my information. However, I looked through, and like, I saw some of the typos that are in here. It says right here, you have 26 hours to cancel and receive your refund. If you didn't authorize this billing, wish to cancel your order, or need additional help. So again, it gives a 866 phone number for you to call. And my assumption is, if you were to call this phone number, they would probably ask you for your credit card number and potentially your PIN number. A lot of these emails are targeted to people just so they can get their foot in the door with you and get some of your personal information. And these things would not circulate if there weren't people that fell for them. So I want to bring these to your attention, that these are bunk. And before you ever call a phone number back or email any agency back, you can also call your bank first and check with them and say, and for example, this quote unquote transaction says $450.76. All you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is call your bank and say, hey, I received this email. It says that there was a purchase that I made. Was there a purchase for $450.78 within the past month? And they can look these things up, and if they say no, you're in the clear. This one was from Best Buy, allegedly the Geek Squad. Also, you can ask your bank, hey, was there any purchases to Best Buy Geek Squad within the past 60 days, month, 2 months, for $450.76? And if they say no, you're good to go. This is just a friendly reminder. We talk about scams every episode. When you receive these, don't respond to them. Don't call the phone numbers that are included in these emails. Call your bank immediately and check with them and double check on these quote unquote purchases, because these people are just trying to get some information. They've already got my email, so they've got like their foot in the door. They're looking for another little nugget of information, maybe an address, maybe a credit card number, maybe even the name of the credit card that I use could be helpful to them to phish or scam or spam some information. And I think the more savvy and smart we are, the better. And Michael B., thank you for the 20 stars. This is Michael B's. Oh, this is Michael B's first 32. Thank you, Michael B. The more that we share these scams, the better we will all be, because hopefully you'll hear about these scams on the show and share them with your friends and say, oh, Robert shared this thing, and hopefully other people will not. Yeah, Sean, if you've got information, share it with me, and I'll put it out there. I know folks would love to hear that. The main thing that really irks me about these scammers, is they target senior citizens a lot, and that really frustrates me, because these people are vulnerable, and they panic very easily, especially when it comes to finances and people who think that they're people who they think have taken their money, and that panic button we're talking about when it comes to um, these scams. That panic button hits seniors really hard, and a lot of times that emotion, that fear really prompts um, seniors to fall for these scams. And to me, it's disgusting that these people would target older folks and really just fleece their money from them. So I'm hoping the more that we have these scams, that we share them, the more astute and alert we will all be and share with our neighbors, and especially the senior folks in our community. Janella, thank you for the 500 stars. You were awesome. Janella, we were just talking about the chamber events, the things that you, the good stuff in the community. Kimberly is with us too. Kimberly, you missed the midway and everybody got stumped. That was for you. Kimberly, thank you for joining us a little bit late, but that's okay. Janella just sent 500 stars. Thank you, Janella. Janella, we're talking about scams, and this is, what do I have Janella? This is Janella's 49th week sending stars. Thank you, Janella. Also, if you guys receive any scam solicitations that look weird, send them to me, email them over, or just inbox me through the page, and we'll discuss them and we'll share them with our friends. And like I said, my hope is the more people who are aware of these scams, the less people who will fall for them, because it's just, people just out there trying to get over on honest people, and it's not fun. It's not cool, especially when it's seniors. That really pisses me off. Anyways, that is episode, what do we do here? This is episode 219. Thank you guys for being with us, being with me tonight. Julissa, welcome to the show. And Michael B just sent another 145 stars. Thank you, Michael B. That brings Michael B up to 165 stars. Thank you, Michael B. Let me thank the folks who sent stars. Dennis sent 400. Ross sent 50. Tiffany sent 200. Kathy sent 50. Paulette sent 100. Maggie sent 500. Micaiah sent 200. Katie sent 50. Bob sent 50. Eileen sent 200. Misty sent 2,500. Don sent 20. Maureen sent 100. Mike B sent 165. Janella sent 500 stars. I need to let you guys know, Tiffany is the queen of stars, 79 weeks. Dennis is the king of stars, 78 weeks. Again, if something looks too good to be true, if you get an email, if it smells like poop, it's probably poop. Don't fall for it. Again, always, 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 if there is any individual that says you've made a purchase of this amount, write that amount down, call your bank, and check with your bank directly. They will have the absolute last call when it comes to the purchases that you have made. And if in the unfortunate circumstance that you have actually made that purchase, you can go ahead and you can dispute it and file a fraud charge against that person or that purchase. 9 times out of 10, you'll get your money back. But again, if you get a receipt from the Geek Squad or Kohl's or whatever business saying that you've made a purchase that you know you haven't, call your bank immediately, check with them. They will have the answers for you that you want. Sean just posted up, here's some serious information when it comes to 4th of July. The Alameda County Sheriff's, these are numbers. This is live, and we just got these in. So for the 4th of July, there were 10 deputies, 4 bomb squad officers. There were 120 calls for service related to fireworks, 10 patrol assist cars. They assisted with Hayward Police. They had a crazy night with 2 homicides and over 10 shootings, and over 400 pounds of illegal fireworks were seized. Thank you, Sean, and all of the ACSO officers that were out there doing the good work on the 4th of July. Gina is in the house. Good evening, Gina. Gina just sent 50 stars. Thank you, Gina. Let's add Gina to the list. This is Gina's 9th week sending stars. Gina, I appreciate your support. Go see the wonderful folks at Illusions Hair Salon on Center, directly next to Pizza Express, and say hi to BJ. Again, thank you for joining us for episode 219. We do this show every Tuesday, starting at 7. This has been episode 219. Stay safe, stay cool, and as always, if you're after getting all the honey, then you don't go killing all the bees. Thank you guys for making this show wonderful.